First you take your 3-inch styrofoam ball and you've got pieces of material cut like this. For the first one, you're going to put the material nice side to nice side. So the kind that you want out. Kind of put those together. And you're going to put a pin right about the middle of those. And stick this whole thing pretty much anywhere on your styrofoam ball. Doesn't really matter for the first one. Just pin it in there. Now, again, doesn't matter which direction you go. You're going to take this and you're going to fold it down like that. So you take that, fold it down, and then fold it kind of like an airplane away from the center. And grab another pin, and you're going to pin that down. So it looks like this. So you've got kind of that triangle piece right there. And then you're going to repeat that same thing. Now, for the other ones, you won't put a second piece there. You'll just have your next piece of fabric. You take a fabric, one piece, stick it about in the middle with a pin. And try not to stab myself here. You want, again, the nice side down, and then you'll pin it as close as you can to this center piece and fold it away from the other one, just like that. Okay, and you'll continue to do that 2 more times until you've got this whole section done. When you have all 4 of them set, you'll have some loose corners like this. And what you'll want to do is to bring the corners together like you see I've done over here and pin them. So you just bring them together like that and put a pin in there. And this is why we put that one piece underneath face up. You can see right there. Because it hides, when we put these together, you've got a bit of a gap. And it'll hide that gap nicely to have that piece underneath. At this point, you're going to repeat the same process over and over and over. You put the pin into the kind of the underside, the bad end, and you're going to find any of these creases. The first layer, you're just going to have 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces. These ones, you're going to have 8. So you'll put one along this crease, one along this, one along this crease, this crease. So each crease, or fold in the material, you're going to put one of these in there, and you're going to do exactly what you did on that other one. Put it in, fold it down, fold it like an airplane, and pin it. And we're going to do that 8 times so that we have there. And what I like to do is to kind of put them opposite each other, but it doesn't really matter what order you put them in. And when you look how far that is from the center, you want to come out about the same amount from the center where you put this one in. Okay, and if you have a funky piece of material, that's okay. Just fold it down, and that way you'll know that it's going to get hidden. Okay, you can see that it's kind of getting covered, and you won't see that edge anymore. Just keep going, and you're gonna. I'm going to kind of skip so that you don't have to watch the whole thing. You can also, with material like this that have straight lines, you notice how all of them I have the lines going this way. You could also twist them so that the lines are going sideways on some of them, or up and down on some, and sideways on some if you want to change it up. Or you could have it so that they're all going consistent. It doesn't really matter. It's kind of up to your preference. So now you see I've got 8 rows around the outside. I chose to do every other as far as the lines go, but like I said, the lines don't really matter that much. So what I did, again, I put 1 in each crevice, and what I tried to do is make it about the same distance from the center. You can see right there, you want it to be about the same distance from the center. Right? And now what you're going to do is continue that pattern all the way down. Only this time, with the future ones, you just follow the lines that you've already created. So you'll come down this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. So you'll have 8 again on the next row. And just use whatever colors you want and whatever order you want, and you'll start to progress until you've basically made, here I have a finished one, that might look like that. Alright, so you're moving down, making rows and rows and rows. And that's what you'll end up with. You start with something like that, and then you're going to work your way down. Next, I'll show you how to do this as well once I have this one ready. So here it is on the next step. We've done a layer of the original layer in the middle, the striped layer, and now we've done a layer of white. I'm going to do one final layer using a material that is like this around the outside, and that's going to bring, you see, as you add each layer, it brings it closer to the middle, and then what we're going to do is put a ribbon around that whole thing. Just keep going. Again, just stay in line here. We'll put 8 all the way around there and fold them just like we've been folding every other time. So you can see here I have kind of this side of it finished. Now you do exactly the same thing on both sides, and again, just the way that you do this, each layer, is that you'll pick a distance you want to be from the top down to here, push the pin in, and you're going to fold it down and fold it and fold it and pin it here as well. And then you repeat that 8 times all the way around the outside. Alright, and you'll end up with this kind of a pattern. Again, it's shown really clearly here when you've got them all set. Now, with both ends completely done, you'll notice that what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at how far apart the pins are, how much space I have to cover, and that's how thick the ribbon I'm going to put around the outside. So with this one that I showed you earlier, I was able to get the pins very close together, so I was able to put a really thin ribbon there. I could put an extra layer of the fabric down there, but what I can also do is put just a little bit of a thicker ribbon around there. So I'm going to grab a glue gun and just glue ribbon around the outside of that. Alright, so now that I have the ribbon on, I put a secondary ribbon here in the middle. I'm going to wrap that one around to give me my loop for hanging it, on the Christmas tree. So I go up to that point, put one more final dab of glue right in the middle there, and then I am just about done. As a finishing touch, I have these beads that have a hole in the middle of them. I put them on a straight pin, and that's what I'm going to set right in here. It'll give it a little bit of stability and also kind of a finished look to it, but that'll hold the ring on there. And I also will have 2 more that I can put, and these are, again, kind of decorative pieces. You don't really need them, but you can put one, hold on, it's tough to, there, right in the center, just if you want that look instead, if you want that bead. Without them it looks like this, which is still nice, but if you want to put them in, you can also have that kind of a look. So again, there is all the steps for making a nice looking Christmas ornament.